Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Agreeable, conducive to comfort. A dry climate kind to asthmatics. Tolerant and forgiving under provocation. Our neighbor was very kind about the window our son broke. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic or quality. What kinds of desserts are there? Having or showing a tender and considerate and helpful nature, used especially of persons and their behavior. Kind to sick patients. Agreeable, conducive to comfort. The genial sunshine. Diffusing warmth and friendliness. A genial host. Of or relating to the chin or median part of the lower jaw. Showing or characterized by broad-mindedness. Tolerant of his opponent's opinions. Tolerant and forgiving under provocation. Able to tolerate environmental conditions or physiological stress. The plant is tolerant of saltwater. Showing the capacity for endurance. Injustice can make us tolerant and forgiving. Showing respect for the rights or opinions or practices of others. The visual appearance of something or someone. A perceptual structure. The composition presents problems for students of musical form. The phonological or orthographic sound or appearance of a word that can be used to describe or identify something. The inflected forms of a word can be represented by a stem in a list of inflections to be attached. Make something, usually for a specific function. Any spatial attributes, especially as defined by outline. Establish or impress firmly in the mind. A body of students who are taught together. Create, as an entity. Social groups form everywhere. Biology, a group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic or quality. Sculpture is a form of art. A life-size dummy used to display clothes. Develop into a distinctive entity. Alternative names for the body of a human being. The spatial arrangement of something is distinct from its substance. To compose or represent. This wall forms the background of the stage setting. Give shape or form to. Form the young child's character. Physical chemistry, a distinct state of matter in a system. Matter that is identical in chemical composition and physical state and separated from other material by the phase boundary. A mold for setting concrete. They built elaborate forms for pouring the foundation. An ability to perform well. He was at the top of his form. An arrangement of the elements in a composition or discourse. The essay was in the form of a dialogue. A particular mode in which something is manifested. His resentment took the form of extreme hostility. A printed document with spaces in which to write. He filled out his tax form. Assume a form or shape. The water formed little beads. An operation that segregates items into groups according to a specified criterion. The bottleneck in mail delivery is the process of sorting. Arrange or order by classes or categories. Examine in order to test suitability. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic or quality. An approximate definition or example. She wore a sort of magenta dress. A person of a particular character or nature. What sort of person is he? A collection containing a variety of sorts of things. He had a variety of disorders. A show consisting of a series of short unrelated performances. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic or quality. Noticeable heterogeneity. The range and variety of his work is amazing. A difference that is usually pleasant. He goes to France for variety. Biology. A taxonomic category consisting of members of a species that differ from others of the same species in minor but heritable characteristics. Disposed to treat guests and strangers with cordiality and generosity. A good-natured and hospitable man. Favorable to life and growth. Soil sufficiently hospitable for forest growth. Having an open mind. Hospitable to new ideas. Providing absolution. Inclined or able to forgive and show mercy. A kindly, forgiving nature. Generous in assistance to the poor. A benevolent contributor. Generous in providing aid to others. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. Intending or showing kindness. A benevolent society. Marked by moderate steepness. A gentle slope. Having little impact. Gentle rain. Belonging to or characteristic of the nobility or aristocracy. Of gentle blood. Give a title to someone. Make someone a member of the nobility. Cause to be more favorably inclined. Gain the goodwill of. Easily handled or managed. A gentle old horse, docile and obedient. Soft and mild. Not harsh or stern or severe. A gentle reprimand. Having or showing a kindly or tender nature. The gentle touch of her hand. Quiet and soothing. A gentle voice. Stroke soothingly. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. Of characters in literature or drama, evoking empathic or sympathetic feelings. The sympathetic characters in the play. Relating to vibrations that occur as a result of vibrations in a nearby body. Sympathetic vibration. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. Sympathetic words. Expressing or feeling or resulting from sympathy or compassion or friendly fellow feelings, disposed toward. Sympathetic to the student's cause. Having similar disposition and tastes. With their many similar tastes, he found her a most sympathetic companion. Of or relating to the sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic neurons. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. Was charitable in his opinions of others. Full of love and generosity. Charitable to the poor. Relating to or characterized by charity. A charitable foundation. Characterized by kindness and warm courtesy, especially of a king to his subjects. exhibiting courtesy and politeness. Characterized by charm, good taste, and generosity of spirit. Gracious even to unexpected visitors. Disposed to bestow favors. Thanks to the gracious gods. Characterized by kindness and warm courtesy, especially of a king to his subjects. Our benignant king. Pleasant and beneficial in nature or influence. Having or proceeding from an innately kind disposition. Having or proceeding from an innately kind disposition. A generous and kind-hearted teacher. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. Kindly criticism. Pleasant and agreeable. A kindly climate. In a kind manner or out of kindness. He spoke kindly to the boy. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. A large-hearted mentor. Pleasant and beneficial in nature or influence. A benign smile. Kindness of disposition or manner. The benign ruler of millions. Not dangerous to health. Not recurrent or progressive, especially of a tumor. Showing or motivated by sympathy and understanding and generosity. Freely communicative. Candidly straightforward. Open-hearted advice. Not brilliant or glaring. The moon cast soft shadows. Used chiefly as a direction or description in music, soft, in a quiet, subdued tone. Produced with vibration of the vocal cords. Out of condition. Not strong or robust. Incapable of exertion or endurance. He was too soft for the army. Of light, transmitted from a broad light source or reflected. Easily hurt. Soft hands. Having little impact. A soft, or light, tapping at the window. Tolerant or lenient. Too soft on the children. Mild and pleasant. A soft breeze. In a relaxed manner, or without hardship. Not burdensome or demanding. Born or done easily and without hardship. A soft job. Soft and mild. Not harsh or stern or severe. Compassionate and kind, conciliatory. He was soft on his children. Of a commodity or market or currency, falling or likely to fall in value. The market for computers is soft. Of sound, relatively low in volume. Soft voices. Of speech sounds, produced with the back of the tongue raised toward the hard palate, characterized by a hissing or hushing sound, as s and shish. Using evidence not readily amenable to experimental verification or refutation. Soft data. Willing to negotiate and compromise. Yielding readily to pressure or weight. Not protected against attack, especially by nuclear weapons. Soft targets. Showing concern for the rights and feelings of others. Friends considerate enough to leave us alone. Having an easygoing and cheerful disposition. Too good-natured to resent a little criticism. Showing or giving mercy. Sought merciful treatment for the captives. Used conventionally of royalty and high nobility, gracious. Our merciful king. A collection of things sharing a common attribute. A general concept that marks divisions or coordinations in a conceptual scheme. Architecture. A form of artistic expression, such as writing or painting or architecture. A name given to a product or service. A symbol of disgrace or infamy. A piece of wood that has been burned or is burning. Mark with a brand or trademark. When this product is not branded, it sells for a lower price. To accuse or condemn or openly or formally or brand as disgraceful. Mark or expose as infamous. She was branded a loose woman. A cutting or thrusting weapon that has a long metal blade and a hilt with a handguard. A recognizable kind. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now. Burn with a branding iron to indicate ownership of animals. Identification mark on skin, made by burning. Any material used for its color. She used a different color for the trim. Physics. The characteristic of quarks that determines their role in the strong interaction. Each flavor of quarks comes in 3 colors. Having or capable of producing colors. Color film. Decorate with colors. Color the walls with paint in warm tones. Give a deceptive explanation or excuse for. Color a lie. Change color, often in an undesired manner. The shirt's discolored. The appearance of objects, or light sources, described in terms of a person's perception of their hue and lightness, or brightness, and saturation. Interest in variety and intensity. The Puritan period was lacking in color. Modify or bias. His political ideas color his lectures. An outward or token appearance or form that is deliberately misleading. The situation soon took on a different color. The timbre of a musical sound. The recording fails to capture the true color of the original music. A visual attribute of things that results from the light they emit or transmit or reflect. A white color is made up of many different wavelengths of light. Effect as in thought or feeling. My personal feelings color my judgment in this case. Add color to. The child colored the drawings. Any material used for its color. Physics. The characteristic of quarks that determines their role in the strong interaction. Having or capable of producing colors. Decorate with colors. Give a deceptive explanation or excuse for. Change color, often in an undesired manner. The appearance of objects, or light sources, described in terms of a person's perception of their hue and lightness, or brightness, and saturation. Interest in variety and intensity. Modify or bias. An outward or token appearance or form that is deliberately misleading. The timbre of a musical sound. A visual attribute of things that results from the light they emit or transmit or reflect. Effect as in thought or feeling. Add color to. A statement that represents something in words. Sort or variety. Every description of book was there. The act of describing something.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.